there, Scorpio, and welcome back to Bon Echo Tarot. I am here with your July 2020 reading. First, allow me to apologize for completely going AWOL on the last report that I did for the solar eclipse on solstice. But, I'm a human too, and I got completely derailed. I'm also a Libra Scorpio cusp with Scorpio rising. So if you're in a similar situation to me, I basically had my entire foundations basically had to be completely disassembled and then reassembled. So if you have also been through if that was a similar experience for you through the solar eclipse, please leave a comment below, because I think Scorpios have been through it a little bit in the last few weeks. So, and it's been like on a very deep spiritual level for me, in terms of, changing up the way that I do things generally. So the astrology for right now is Mercury is retrograde. Yay! This is happening in the same place as the solar eclipse. So you may be reviewing things that occurred around the eclipse that sort of gave you a sneak preview of everything. So this has been in the 9th house of philosophy and travel. So you may also be either reflecting on travel, you could be nostalgic about travel, and you're basically going through your philosophies that have been building to this particular point in your life and where they come from. So let's get into the cards and see what the story is for Scorpio for July 2020. Oops, I think you may be my last reading by candlelight. The light is starting to go down as I finish off the rest of the zodiac. Okay, so that's that. So yeah, it's been an interesting time, Scorpio. I know I've definitely felt tested, but I'm also really kind of grateful for how everything kind of fell apart and had to be put back together again, because now I feel a little bit more grounded in my new situation, as things changed drastically for me around the lockdown, which I'm sure is true for many people. So let's see what the surrounding energies are, Scorpio. Well, we got a little bit of confusion. I can relate to that. Things are kind of foggy. There's so many different directions to go in. There's many different options for you to consider, but it's too much, and not enough clarity. All right, so what's at the center? The Hermit. So, like I said, this is very much, a time for Scorpio to embrace the sage within. This is very much about your deepest philosophies. And you also could be dealing with a Virgo in your life somewhere. So your obstacle is the Strength card. And so that could be a Leo. We've got Virgo and Leo have shown up. Or maybe you're just not feeling as strong as you'd like to. That you don't really have the kind of, that you haven't wrestled the beast in your life, whatever that is for you. The foundation of your reading is the Queen of Swords. So clarity that comes from going within. In the past, we've got the Lovers. So let's see what other cards come up to bring that. Okay, so you maybe you feel defeat around your love relationships. As you're going solo right now, as is suggested by the Hermit. You also could have come out of a relationship with a Leo or a Virgo, and you know you're not feeling very successful. So for the near future, we're talking about rest and relaxation, Scorpio. I know that the drive to get things done is strong, but there's something that you need to see that's going to change everything, because fours mean change. So you've got yourself the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. So that's significant changes to your foundation. And, you know, unless you're prepared to rest and just kind of take it all in and settle with the new version of you, then you can see the opportunities that are right in front of you. Because you're missing something. You're focusing on what's gone, what you don't have anymore. You can't see the divine offer that's trying to come through. So your environment, you know, you got another Four of Wands. So this is about building your foundations and your sense of home, you know, which is very Cancerian, you know, and because the energies around Mercury retrograde are in Cancer, these issues become a little bit more important at this time of year. So generally speaking. So here we have, in your hopes and fears, we've got the Seven of Wands. So what that says to me is that, you know, you're tired of being on the defense. You're tired of protecting your interests or having to. And you don't want to do it anymore. And then your final outcome is the Knight of Cups. So through this process, because it's all just a process, it's like you are feeling weak and tested. You may even be questioning whether your intuition is failing you, because you're in your head. You need to allow more of the divine to come in. And so once you balance out this new philosophical structure in your life, then you will be able to genuinely offer yourself or be receptive to offers of love. So I'm going to take some of these cards and clarify a few things. So let's clarify the center card, the Hermit. Yeah, the King of Swords. So it's like the sage wants to emerge, but the philosopher, you know, the sage operates holistically with their intuition. You know, comes from the heart, comes from the mind, it's in perfect balance. You're still working on that. You're still a little bit too much in your head. And, you know, this could be a situation with a Leo. We have the Six of Wands clarifying the Strength card. And so it's like there could be aspects of this situation that have to do with a Leo. But generally, if we were to look at just the themes of strength, maybe it's also a dynamic of people think that you're stronger than you are. You know? Because you're a little cold. Like, you know, you've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. You know? Chilly. It's chilly in here. There's not a whole lot of cups. And the cups that are here that represent you are in that kind of, I'm not seeing it mode. Probably because you need rest. Probably because you need to stop the brain chatter. You need to stop the line of thinking that you're on right now. So let's get one for the Queen of Swords. Yeah, because this intellectual place, this cold place, is doing nothing other than starting arguments, you know, or perpetuating arguments. You know, and then, you know, hiding after those confrontations, you know, kind of disappearing into the night. Guilty. Okay. So the Lovers in the past. Okay. So you walked away from something. And let's get a little bit more on that. Yeah, it was drama. It was like there was nothing certain about it. And tiring. Too much work. Yeah, and feeling a little manipulated, made you sad. You know, when it should have been a happy situation, but it ended. Okay, so let's get, I think I'm going to clarify the rest card. So, yeah, it's time to look back objectively and weigh it up. You know, because there is justice coming. But the quarantine is restricting your access to it. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, because there will be a reunion. And it'll be a celebration. But it's not happening anytime soon. Alright, so I'm going to clarify one more card. And yeah, it's so the Four of Cups is being clarified. This the things that you can't see around you, maybe the emotional fulfillment, you know, that comes with family. Instead, there's just a lot of anxiety and, you know, patience, and like forced patience, though, you know. Yeah. Because, you know, there feels like a finality, like there's some sort of feeling of finality to the old way of life, and you're not quite sure how you feel about it just yet. So, Scorpio, if you found that this resonated with you, I am now going to take this over to Patreon. You can find the link below. And I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for your support. And again, please share, like, and subscribe. And any of you other Scorpios out there who got derailed by the solar eclipse on the solstice, please leave your comments here. We could all use some extra support. So thanks for joining me, Scorpio. We'll see you again. Look at that. We've got over the Four of Wands, we clarified that and got the Queen of Swords. So you're getting clarity about what direction you need to go in order to achieve this solid home. And it's going to happen really quickly. You may not even see it coming.